Hey, True Believers, Englentine here. This is a segment of a hangout I did. At first, I was solo, then my brother joined in and made his announcement, and we talked about Free Comic Book Day. We talked about Avengers Infinity War. We talked about all sorts of stuff. I know it's an hour long, but it is the beginning before we had other people jump in, so I figured this is a good enough segment. I hope you enjoy. This is my first solo outing, so be nice. Hey, True Believers, Englentine here. How y'all doing today? Got a few people in the house. I am flying solo, which is usually a train wreck. So, hey, that'd be cool. We'll see how that goes. What we got here? Vigilante reviews. Did I miss something, or did DC not participate in Free Comic Book? I saw that they had some DC superhero girls. As a matter of fact, I got one of those, and I was able to recommend a couple to some girls that showed up. Some young ladies showed up the thing wondering what was good and what was bad. I told them, go to get the DC superhero girls. You'll love it. They were about, I don't know, 10 or 11. Hold on. What was this by Captain Cummings, Ed? I thought he just got back onto YouTube. Hey, we got Noah Bragg in the house. Undead Quinn. I read half of mine, then gave to the library. Oh, that's cool. I've only read the Avengers so far, the Jason Aaron story and the Ta-Nehisi Coates Captain America story. Okay, where to start with this? First of all, the Avengers is okay. I like the part with Black Panther talking to Odin. It was interesting. The Captain America, though, it was all about how this nation is divided. It was really, really weird. Oh, Captain Cummings is having a live stream. Okay, got worried about that. Yeah, I thought it was a very little fanfare that Captain Cummings came back with. You know, the man was he was out, and I figured it would be more of a, hey, we got to do something. Captain Cummings is back, and he's safe, and he's back home, and all is well. Especially considering he's the OG of Comicsgate. As a matter of fact, he's one of the people who inspired me to do this. Let's see, where in the hell was Adam Warlock in Avengers Infinity War? I guess that's what we're all wondering about. But you can't, as I said before, dude, you can't expect the movies to be exactly like the comics. I would think that they would have something to do with them in Infinity War because they teased them. So you never know. But yeah, I hope he does show up because I don't know. It would be nice that the fans got a little bit of service as far as all that's concerned. However, if they bring in Captain Marvel and Adam Warlock into the last chapter, and they are the ones to defeat Thanos, it'll feel unearned. So I don't exactly know how they're going to handle that. It just would seem weird. Anyway, how was everybody's Free Comic Book Day? What were the goodies that you got? I guess that's the big question. Was there something that you read you were like, hey, that's good? Or did you read the Ta-Nehisi Coates Captain America and realize we're in trouble? There's no way of saving that character. It's done for. Yeah, my brother's in. Let's see. What up? Jack did not get a chance to go see Ethan Van Sciver with me today. That's what I did. I went to a shop. He was at a shop that's about an hour and a half away. So I had to leave early and he was still sleeping. So he missed out, you know. David Deister saying, I went to Free Comic Book Day and bought Power Ranger Shattered Grid and Transformers Unicorn. I have been rating Power Grid. That is a good story. And I'm not even a Power Rangers fan. And it turned out to be pretty decent. So it's got me interested in each issue. So, very happy to get that. And hopefully they'll draw some more attention to it with the Free Comic Book Day. Want to grab the pile here. So if you are on Twitter, you would have seen that I showed some pictures. The fact that I got some Ethan Van Sciver autographs. One of them was on a Rose Tico Funko Pop that I thought would be kind of fun to give away as a prize for Comic Book Thunderdome. Let's see what we got. Chef Division. Die Kitty Die, SpongeBob, Funnies Invasion. Those, I miss the Die Kitty Die. SpongeBob, man, that was all right. I enjoyed that one episode where he rips his pants. And he's like, pretending to drown bad, rip my pants. Yeah, that kind of thing. That was pretty cool. Noah, sorry, man. Noah's saying he doesn't have a comic book shop around him. That's harsh. Let's see. And everybody's saying hello to Chef. And they should be saying, hello, Chef. Get in on the Marvel versus DC so it's easier to do and we can get them out every week again. Oh, Ed got Chuck Dixon at the local comic shop. I was hoping he would be here to tell a story, but Captain Frugal had a nice day out. So that was kind of cool because he told me he was going to get some autographs from John Malin and such. Let's see. Who can create the best argument for Rose Tico that should be in the next Thunderdome challenge? Okay. I think, you know what? I think I'll do that. I think I'll make a video. Why Ethan Van Sciver is wrong about Star Wars. That could be fun. That could be a fun time. Let's see what we have here. Wait, are you asking me to come back to the channel? Only for, hey, I know you don't like the politics and such like that, but Marvel versus DC is definitely needed. And I know other people have said it's better with you here. So yeah, sure. But it's up to you. And Cleveland's in the house. How do you do, my fellow alt-right extremists, he asks. We alt-righters made an appearance in Coates. Yeah. Wow. So let me see if let me grab it here so I can look at it while talking. Ta-Nehisi Coates, Captain America. See, it's almost like you could skip the Avengers story, go straight to the Captain America story in the back of it. Because this thing is, wow. Yeah, it's all about how we are a divided country. And you know that's how he looks at it anyway. But dude, it's out there. Let's see where it starts here. It's like there's no dialogue. There's mostly no dialogue. It's mostly caption. And it's like you saw the parts where he's standing over talking about like Captain America was right because America was right. And Captain America was good because America was good. So much has changed. The great wars are over, and it shows a dour Captain America looking over Hydra and Antifa. And then they talk about moral relativity and that Captain America, since America has fallen, now what is Captain America? It's like captain of what? So it's like this, yeah, Ta-Nehisi Coates loves America. That's what his next comic book should be called. Ta-Nehisi Coates loves America. And then you have Nuke. Of course, he's the bad guy with an American flag painted on his face. And he jumps in between Antifa and Hydra and just starts shooting people, because America, that's what we do, right? I'm sorry, I'm looking at the comic while we're doing this. And of course, Captain America comes down and knocks him out. And it says, what does it say? We the strong are now plagued by parasites, feeble minds, and captains of nothing. That's what apparently the person thinking is Nuke. So, yep. It's going to be a fun time for Captain America, I think. Yeah, Captain America should always, you're right, Jack, he should always be the ideals. He should be very much a constitutionalist. He should be about life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, and making sure that everybody has that. But it's individual freedom. The ability to govern yourself. That's what Captain America should be about. Let's see. I got a book called Invasion, which had some pretty nice arts from Chapter House. Something called Starburns. I'm a big Community fan, and I saw that it had Dan Harmon and it was called Starburns. I'm like, well, okay, got to get that. Then there's a Commandy ripoff called The Living Boy, which, like I said, looks like Commandy. Something called Howard Lovecraft, Ghost in the Shell. And then, of course, if you're going to read Ta-Nehisi Coates America, or Captain America, you also have to read Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer. So there's going to be a couple of reviews coming for that as well. Well, Undead Quinn, the entire book is preaching. It really is. I mean, I don't think Ta-Nehisi Coates knows how to talk to somebody. It's all about preaching. Cleveland Brown says, I'm playing 4D chess with the SJWs. I'm going to be black alt-righter, and it'll blow their mind, especially if you're gay and a Republican. If I had a place to send the link to, yeah, I would let Jack jump on. Jack, where can I send you the link? Apparently he's okay with some unreviewed comics. All right, we could do that. I'll split them up. I'll give you all the bad ones. I'll get the good ones. So yeah, we'll do it that way. Actually, Jack had Cyborg for a while. Marv Wolfman jumped on it. I did a review for Ed here, Ed Brewer, and I'm very happy that I did it because Cyborg's good again. That was strange. Winter Exile, thoughts if Disney makes Captain Marvel where Marvel is mentoring Carol, they face Thanos at the end, he kills Marvel, then it could give Danvers a blood feud motivation for Avengers 4. That could very well be. You're right about that. Haven't read the Nick Spencer Spider-Man. I'll have a review of that as quickly as possible after the live stream. There's people loving Coates Cap. There's people that loved Secret Empire. You know, no accounting for taste. I would buy Coates Cap, but using SJW logic, I can only get into Cap, A, if it's written by a white guy. Yeah, but you're black, I guess. I don't know how that works. Noah Bragg, did anyone see the title for DC's streaming service, DC Universe, and their exclusive shows? Yeah, I like that because it's kind of taking that before Marvel gets a hold of it, which I'm wondering if Marvel's going to follow suit. You know, not so much Disney because we know there's going to be a Disney thing, but that covers like their Playhouse stuff and all the cartoons, the movies. But they can legitimately have just a Marvel channel. I mean, you know, they've got, what is it, 18 movies in the pike just for that, and then you got all the cartoons and such. So that would be kind of cool. I think if they did that, they could even maybe even succeed over DC. But as far as DC Universe, oh, sorry, American Swordfish, I don't know too much about it except for it's supposed to have a Swamp Thing show. And, of course, the Teen Titans show that's supposed to come up. Okay, so you can see Private on Twitter. All right, I'll send you the link there, Jack. No fighting or fight. I don't know. Some people like the fights. I know I was talking to Ethan Van Sciver. He said he likes it when he hears the brothers fight. So I guess that's cool. All righty. Hold on, guys. I'm a little bit away. I'm away from comments now because I'm sending Jack a message here. But yeah, it was kind of cool meeting Ethan. Walked in and he was talking to the other I think it was an inker for Batman. I know he had the War of Jokes and Riddles in front of him. I forgot his name, but he also did something in the DC Nation. And he was talking about that, and then he starts talking about YouTube. And so I chime in with a couple of things. Haven't introduced myself yet. And then finally, you know, I was saying, yeah, and you could do this and blah, blah, blah. And then just said, yeah, well, yeah, by the way, Englentine. And he's like, hey, Englentine. It was really cool. It was really cool that you know, because on the live streams and everything, I try to treat Ethan like Ethan. He's a geek. He's a fellow geek. So, you know, I like to relate to him like that rather than just the artist of Green Lantern, because, you know, that way you can relax and just be a geek with us. But I do have to admit, it was kind of cool meeting the artist of Green Lantern for the last 15 years. You know, you can't help but geek out a little bit. Okay, I sent the link. Oh, cool. He's at the Toys R Us. Yeah, I wanted to go to that sale. I saw this guy out there with by the comic shop with a closeout sale. But It was kind of cool. Well, I went there once, but it was like 10% off anything I'd be interested in, and 40% off of like, play bands for babies and such like that. So I was like, okay, I'll wait. Yeah, Sentito, I think he's a good guy. EVS is a good guy. He does in fact rock. Let's see, Coates delivered writing such as. Let's see. Makini, Ethan's at Toyers or Us. Alexis, want an extra person with you? Chrononaut, right? Because I know you have two. And Edward Brewer, England King can vouch that they had a ton of Star Wars stuff collecting dust. Yeah, I went to one in Altamont. That's where my kids live. And I was so looking forward to just, oh yeah, we're going to get action figures. I want to get the DC stuff. And, that's usually $25, but 40% off makes it affordable. And walked in, it was, hey, it's 10% off. So instead of 25, it's $22.50. Not exactly a sale. EVS bought every Rose Tico. See, now that's why I bought when I saw it on the shelf, I bought a Rose Tico. Because I thought, you know what, this crowd, yeah, why not? We get one autographed by Ethan, and then it's at least it's a cheesy prize for the Comic Book Thunderdome, and it's a lot of fun. And it's also part of the what is that? Hold on, specialty series, the specialty series. So those are supposedly only going to comic book shops and such like that. So it is a bit of, I don't know how rare these are because I'm not really a pop collector, but at least it's that. And that's kind of fun. All righty. What else do we have here? Can Coates write it all? My brother read a couple of Black Panther from that he enjoyed. So at least there's that. I got to admit the Captain America thing was not horrible, but it reeks of what's to come. And I can see it get worse. You guys realize that by buying that toy, that means they will keep her around? Sure. It's a funny thing as far as like Ethan's concerned. Look at the mileage he's gotten on his channel just by buying that particular toy. So if they make more Rose Tico toys, then he's got more mileage on his channel. So it all works out.
All right, I'm in. Can you hear me?
I can.
All right, cool.
And everybody else here, Chef Jack? Chef Jack did not celebrate Free Comic Book Day by going and getting all the freebies.
Yeah, Chef Jack's been in a great deal of pain today, so Chef Jack's been doing as little as possible.
Bitch. All righty. So,
to answer the question that was going on when I started getting this set up, can Coates actually write? When he gets the politics out of the way, when he gets the identity politics out of the way and just writes the story, he's fantastic. It's just too often all he does is write the identity politics, and that's when he sucks.
Which is, way too often, most of the time anyway. Yep. Let's see. Oh, Marania's saying it's nice to hear from you there. Which
thank you very much. Thank you very much.
We had a right as soon as you decide to split off onto your own channel, which I think you've managed to make 2 videos in the last 6 months.
I think I made 4.
Okay,
4 videos.
I had requests. Can you at least get Jack to do the Marvel versus DC videos? And some just want you to be on more live streams so we can fight. And some are glad that you're not here because we occasionally fight. So there's always
we should
so there's always
just to let everybody know, we really don't fight as often as people seem to think.
No, not really. No.
Going to pick dinner up tonight, it's a perfect example. We spent the entire what was it, about half an hour? We spent the entire half an hour talking about either you and Ethan and what you got for what you did today, or else we started talking about Cobra Kai on YouTube Red. We didn't talk about anything else.
Which could be a possible topic for tonight as well, if anybody wants to bring that up. Although I've only seen the first 2 issues. Episodes, excuse me. I'm such a comic book geek. Yeah. You know, there's something I'm not a big fan of. Comic books are not seasons. That is, I mean, I understand you want to make it more cinematic, but it's like Buffy season 11, season 12, season 13.
They actually
Smallville
make it work on
season
Buffy.
11.
They actually make it work with the Buffy comic, because according to Whedon, that's how he planned out the actual show. He planned out the seasons of the show as if it was a year worth of comic books.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so Ed Brewer is saying digging Cobra Kai. I like I said, those first 2 episodes were awesome. You can comment more on that. So long as it's not huge spoilers, you know, it's cool.
Yeah, I've finished it, and he's only watched the free episodes.
Yeah, but I'm gonna join RedTube for the not RedTube.
Oh, you're gonna join RedTube, huh?
That was years ago. No, I'm gonna join. What is the YouTube Red? They need to change the title for that. Really, I cannot be the only one who makes that Freudian slip. But yeah, I'm going to join YouTube Red for the length of how long it takes me to watch Cobra Kai, and then I'm dropping it with, you know, just that free 30 days. I'll take that free 30 days. Maybe watch that one movie that they've advertised on every YouTube channel about, you know, hey, if you're a dumbass kid, you're killed. Blam.
Oh, the thing. Yeah.
Maybe watch that.
I've got a friend who swears by that show, but
it's a TV show. Then I'm out.
Yeah, then I didn't see it.
Yeah, I'm not interested at all. Cause here's the thing about RedTube. It's just like I said to you, I'm on it. And I didn't even know I was. So literally, I don't know. If there was something where we could put, okay, here's our exclusive content for YouTube Red, fine. But if they're just putting regular videos on there as well, why are you paying to get that? It just, I don't know.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like I will never watch Jimmy Kimmel or any of them on YouTube, because fuck you, I want to watch the kid that wants to get kicked in the nuts and, you know, make a living. YouTube should be it's like eBay should be the world's garage sale. Yeah. YouTube should be America's Funniest Home Videos, and, you know, people who just want to do this, not the TV stuff. They've got their platform.
Yeah.
I don't. But that's me getting on my soapbox. I'm becoming Ta-Nehisi Coates, so I'm going to be blaming the white people for that as well. Yeah, sorry about that red tip slip.
Hold on a sec. Didn't they reveal Buffy was bi in the comics? I remember that being a big deal a while back. Kind of, sort of. Yeah.
Oh, and I've got to talk about Noah Bragg, what he's saying here also.
Yeah, she wasn't full on bi. It turned out to be one of those it's okay if it's you situations, where she was attracted to specific girls and not girls in general.
That's weird. Let's see. Speaking of Smallville, just started getting into it. I loved Chloe, then found out she was in a cult. Now I don't know how to feel. Love Chloe.
Even better, it's a sex slave cult, man.
Love Chloe all you want is what I think. It's a character in a TV show. And to tell you the truth, yeah, I liked Chloe a lot as well. There were a lot of times I was like, why aren't you just with Chloe? Forget this Lois Lane, because she had he had better chemistry with Chloe than he did with the what's her name, Eric Durant, who played Lois Lane. So I was always thinking it would be better if they got back. Yeah. But Winter Exile saying he loved your Black Panther pitch video. I think.
Thank you very much.
I constantly get, can you do more? I love comic, or I wrote blah, I can't talk. Let's see.
It was a one-time thing. Yeah, it was one that it was also with Faith Lehane.
Who's Faith? What actress?
Eliza Dushku.
Oh, who doesn't want to bang her?
Yeah. Well, everybody back when the show was on and Faith came on for the third season. And afterward, it was like all the fans were going, my God, there was amazing sexual tension between those two characters. Was it written that way? Was that intentional? And Whedon went, well, yeah, it was utterly intentional, utterly, completely intentional, you know. And the two actresses involved were like, yeah, it was something that we were told to do. So.
Yeah, Madanui, I think that's also, I don't know. I don't exactly know what's going on with YouTube Red. I just be the platform, you know. I sound like a grumpy old man that doesn't want things to change when I say stuff like that.
Well, they want to be Netflix, but they're not Netflix.
Yeah. Let's see. That's what I think they put regular videos. Yeah, that could be. I don't know. Being honest here, YouTube in general bores me. Well, to some, I actually find myself watching more YouTube than anything else. There's like for movies, movies are the only big channel I watch. I watch Screen Junkies. Like for comic books and such, I'd rather watch us. I'd rather watch, you know, those. And the biggest of us only has 60,000 subscribers, which is a lot to us. But as far as YouTube's concerned, he's kind of a low middling channel, DNC.
Yeah.
You know, according to us, he's huge and he's making a good living on it. And I'm not taking anything away from that. But I think for comic books, the big channels are what do you call it? Comics Explained, which I'll never watch because that's for the kind of comic book fan that doesn't read comics, nor do they want to buy them. They want them read to them. So, yeah, I'm not that guy.
I watch a lot of movie commentary, you know, but it's never I never watch the big ones. I don't bother with, you know, like the IGN commentaries and things like that. There's a channel out there called Film Joy. I think the guy maybe has just topped 100K subscribers. He does the scenes called movies with Mikey, and he comes at film from the same sort of attitude that we come at comic books. You know, you can tell just listening to him that he's talking about something that he absolutely loves, you know?
Yeah.
Or what you call it? What's the guys that history buffs? God, I love history buffs. And that's all, you know.
You are welcome, sir. Yeah, that is a really good channel. Well, we got Madanui. I watch Nostalgia Critic. I do too. I'm not one of these that are like, hey, channel awesome. Yeah, go. I don't pay attention to Nostalgia Critic. I do. Blockbuster Buster is one of those. I liked Paw on that channel as well, but he went the way of the dodo.
Right. What do I think of Bendis? What do I think of Bendis? My lord. Jackass is the first word that comes to my mind. When I think of
I never met him. As far as the writing, I liked Ultimate Spider-Man, but beyond that, actually, I can't say too much. I don't know. Spider-Man was okay. The Superman, I liked the story that was in the 1000, but what I saw in that Action Comics special, holy shit, we're in trouble. We are, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Noah Braggs. I love comics. Oh, hey, thank you very much for that. Better than DNC. I appreciate that. No, so you're saying we can make a grumpiest old man movie with you as the star? Probably so, especially like on a day like today. Dr. Meatball, Englantina is right. I don't need to go further. Just right there. No, I'm just kidding. Contextually speaking, there are YouTubers who specialize in garbage tier PC games like 7 Days to Die with 100 plus subs. Yeah,
true.
But that's also, I think, because there's probably not a lot of people that go to those particular games, so it does appeal to a certain amount. DNC had a radio interview with the Federalist. God bless him for it, man. Let me tell you something. A while back, there was a little falling out, and it was not just with DNC, me and Captain Cummings, so forth. We had a disagreement. Me and Captain Cummings, you know, because he said man of a wig. And I always said that it really just gives them ammunition and we should fight smarter. Congratulations. DNC has fought the smartest of all of us at this point. You know, the Kickstarter campaign for Jawbreakers hitting, what has it been? It's almost what I heard last, it hit 130,000. God bless him. He's showing them right now that, you know, movers and shakers. So, you know, he turned around and bitch slapped everybody by doing exactly what they dared him to do. Make your own comic. He stepped up. John Mallon's doing the art. John Mallon draws awesome. If you've ever seen his run in Cable, I will recommend that continuously. So, you know, congratulations. Let's see. Hey, Englentine. So I sent a super chat to Razor Fist on a stream last night asking if he'd go on yours or Comics Division streams. He said he'd be up for it. You can reach him on Facebook. All right. I'll send him a letter or a message, and then I'll look up Razor Fist. I know I've heard his name. I know he's bigger than I am, but it's just, you know, it's some people you don't watch. I'll check out his channel. That'd be kind of cool.
Let's see, largely stopped watching DNC for some reason. Yeah, me too, but I know what the reason is. I'm not going to go into it.
Yeah, let's not. We have buried all hatchets, and I don't need you to pick a new one up. So it's 135,000 now. God dang it, I love that. When they start outselling some of Marvel's biggest names, kablooey. You know, I mean, what is there more to say? Seriously.
A comic book sins video like Cinema Sins?
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
That would be kind of fun. Just to kind of, but then again, that's kind of Linkara.
It really is.
But Linkara does it long form where he's reading through, and I used to do that as well with the American books, but I can see it just read through and but this and this and this.
The panel by panel snarky comments.
Point out continuity errors, point out art errors, and you know that kind of stuff. I guess.
No, Matanui, you just unintentionally suggested a series of videos.
Yeah.
That's not one that we would resist.
Yeah, that is something. If you do, you can go through all sorts of older books. Would definitely be ripe with it. I don't know why DC keeps threatening us by telling us every opportunity that Bendis is coming. I know it really does. It's starting to feel like abuse. Bendis is coming. Ha 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 ha. You know, just. God damn. Oh, hey Jack, do you know what he's calling his first miniseries?
And
now you want, yeah.
Not off the top of my head.
Yeah, you ready to hear an old man get pissed, ladies and gentlemen? Man of Steel.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Seriously. I thought, are you fucking kidding me? Man, you're taking Man of Steel?
Given all the possibilities, he's son of a God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we're saying this just as Kevin DeYoung said, haha, I stopped watching DNC because I felt like he just gave me negativity unlike we do. And then I start talking about how fucking pissy Bendis was to name his Man of Steel. God damn it. You know, I mean, it goes along with, he's bringing Marvel with him. They did Secret Wars 2, Civil War 2, World War Hulk 2. Oh, I know. Let's do Man of Steel 2. No, God.
You know, one of the things I loved about Action 1000 was how some of the stories had titles that they weren't even completions of the phrase, but you knew what they were. Mm-hmm. You know, like Never Ending Battle. You know what that is. You know what that means because you know the rest of the phrase.
Yeah.
Of Tomorrow. We know what that means, you know?
Yep.
Faster than. We know what. We know what it means. We know the application. Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm. By the way, for those too young to remember or haven't checked it out, Man of Steel was the miniseries that John Byrne. Is it Byrne or Byrne? I've always said Byrne.
It's Byrne.
Byrne, okay. But John Byrne reintroduced Superman into the DC universe after Crisis
on
Infinite Earths.
Earths.
Yes, I have it on the shelf here. And it was his miniseries that reintroduced Superman with a new origin, depowered the whole 9 yards, and it was awesome and still is today. So,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see. Eric Breen is saying, oh, hold on. Let's go to How's Your Father? I haven't been keeping up with DNC either. I've just been hearing about the Jawbreakers book. I haven't watched the videos. Bendis is trying to do what John Byrne did in 1980s. God bless him and hope it works out. DNC is entertainment. I Love Comics is entertainment and information. That's why you can hold our attention for 3+ hours on streams. That and I'm pantless. Maranya Volcano says Bendis did it again. He's piggybacking on an established name to try to sell his nonsense. He did it with Riri Iron Man. Now he's using it, Man of Steel, untalented, uncreative hack. But Maranya, how do you really feel?
Now, come on. I refuse to use the word hack as an insult because all that hack means is he's writing for money. He's writing for a paycheck.
Yeah, but what it really means is that you have no real passion, I think. Now, Madanui saying something sad. Yeah. Madanui saying something sad. The only Man of Steel he knows about is the movie.
Oh, that is sad.
Yeah. How's Your Father saying there's a backlog of videos. If it's ours, make sure you're watching Comic Book Thunderdome. And I'm going to be putting up for the next week, since we're going into the finals next week, I'm going to be putting up segments from each show, which is just one topic. So everybody could catch up on some and see what it's all about. Let's see. How about Superman, Son of Krypton? Was that a show or is that a series? It sounds like it was a series. I remember.
Are you talking about Last Son of Krypton? Because that was a novel.
Yeah. Dr. Marshall, I enjoyed Futures End mainly because it was a raucous shit show that's presumably not in continuity.
Raucous.
Yeah. Like I've stopped mispronouncing words. I stopped watching DNC because he got too much into drama and comic politics. I've said this before. I think it's a prison of your own making, because I was in that as well, and my views have definitely suffered that now that I've been focusing on comics again.
That's one of the reasons why I just took a break for a while, guys.
Yeah. John Mallon in the house. How are you doing, sir? This is not Thunderdome. We're going to be talking about what's going on with that. Because it's Free Comic Book Day, and Comics Division had surgery today. Frugal was out, of course. He went to meet you. So many people were not able to join today because of what was going on. The holiday is... Oh, and I think it was Cinco de Mayo or something. It's Free Comic Book Day.
Which, Cinco de Mayo, the holiday that's not actually a holiday, it's just an excuse to get drunk on margaritas this time.
Some thoughts of Chef Jack are not the thoughts of... I love... No, anyway.
No, it is. It is.
It's really kind of like St. Patrick's Day. It's like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay. But anyway... Yeah, there was a lot going on, so I figured, all right, why don't we save Comic Book Thunderdome for next week? We're going to take a pass week, and I'm going to start re-releasing some of the questions and such, get everybody into it a little bit. And then next week, we're going to be doing the losers bracket, and after that, we are going to be doing the winners bracket as well as the final. And there you go. We have prizes, y'all. So that's all good too. Once again, John has agreed to draw somebody's avatar and such like that. So it's a lot of fun. For next season, we have Alexis. He bought a $50 Jawbreakers is the prize, the grand prize. So yeah, there's actually a grand prize at the end of the season. So there's something to fight for. And if you want to join Comic Book Thunderdome, either send me a message here at YouTube or at Englentine on Twitter, and I'll get you hooked up. So, because man, I love doing this show. It's a lot of fun. Although sometimes the judges get it wrong, like when you're debating the Hulk and you just destroy your opponent.
Let it go.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun to do. Okay, what do we got here? Noah Briggs is saying I'm too young to drink, while Madanoi is saying I go through Gatorade in like 2 seconds. So he should not drink. I doubt you'd go through a bottle of scotch in 2 seconds. Just saying.
I think I've still got the bottle of scotch that I bought 10 years ago. Oh, no, wait, it's bourbon. It's not scotch.
May 5th is Christmas for drunken comic book fans. It is a lot of fun. I don't know. When I went into I should have got permission to film inside there. I couldn't find anybody because there were Ghostbusters and what do they call them? Mandalorians or whatever they are. Yeah,
Mandalorians.
The Boba Fett looking stormtrooper thingies. I don't know. There's only 3 Star Wars movies, guys. Maybe you could stretch that to 5. That's all. And yeah, you guys can decide.
Yes. Here's the ugly truth. Outside of comic books, there are some things that I actually know more about than my brother.
Like you actually read the extended Star Wars universe. I think I read Splinter's Mind's Eye or something like. What was that about 1984, 5, somewhere around there?
Splinter of a Mind's Eye?
Splinter of the Mind's Eye. Yeah.
Splinter of the Mind's Eye was 1979.
Really? Was that early?
Yeah, it was that old. It was that long ago.
Okay. Was it Hauser father was saying that one of the earliest live streams they heard was you and me fighting? That's a good welcome.
Yeah.
Had dinner with Bill Messner Loebs tonight, trying to get him set up. Patreon, gonna need all of us. Oh, hell's yeah. That's pretty cool. How's he doing, John? Do you mind if I send you a link? You could talk about it, because anything to get word out about Bill would be awesome.
Let's see.
I think.
Did I like the whole Thrawn trilogy? I take it by Thrawn trilogy, you're talking about Timothy Zahn's trilogy of novels. I did. I've actually met Timothy Zahn. I've talked to him about this particular story. I think it's great. I thought that was a fantastic character. When they introduced him into Rebels, I thought it was an amazing thing, and I think they ended that story in that particular cartoon fantastically.
Okay, I'll send you the link. Hey, Jack, read off some more comments and such, since I'm going to be Twitter here.
Sure, yeah, no problem. Let's see. Splinter was the first EU novel. Yes, it was, and it was directly contradicted by everything that happened in Empire, because EU, of course, the Splinter was written between the first movie and the second movie. Let's see. Found Planet Hulk better than both. Finishing a bottle of Suntory whiskey and chasing it with Bud Light Platinum. Your stomach is stronger than mine, sir. Splinter of the Mind's Eye was 1979. Alan Dean Foster was actually pretty good. Yeah, exactly. It was actually pretty good. Let's see. Four Star Wars movie. Okay. Let's see. What do we got?
Well, as far as Star Wars movies, you have Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Force Awakens, and Rogue One. That's the only Star Wars movies that need to exist to me.
Kip Duran, Corran Horn, or Kyle Katarn. Corran Horn forever, dude. Corran Horn forever. See, I never thought the prequels were that bad. You know what? I don't think that they're horrible. I just think they're not as good as they could be, which is a pretty common opinion. Infinity War ? Edward Brewer, Infinity War. Are you asking my opinion? It was an amazing film. There were plot holes. It wasn't perfect, but then I don't look for films to be perfect. I do have questions. I wanted Adam Warlock. Let's see. Wasn't like scripting.
I wanted Rose Tico, but she didn't show up. They're both owned. They're owned by Disney, so there can be crossover. So,
Return of the Jedi is the best Star Wars movie, and you have the right to be as wrong as you want to be, sir.
It's hey, you know what? It all depends. How old was somebody, you know, when they saw it?
I suppose that's true.
And you got to admit, it is a good movie. It's a good ending to the series. You know, I can see that. I can see why.
Sure, but
I don't agree with it.
Better than Empire, better than Rogue One. I don't know.
Not in my opinion, but I can honestly see why somebody would like it better. So I don't go off. But if somebody were like Clone Wars, then okay, you're smoking. Either that or you were 8 when it came out and you haven't seen it since.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Matt Hayes saying Dream Series, mine, Adjectiveless Spider-Man by John Romita Jr., and he chooses the writer. Okay, Mark Millar when he tries. All right, Mark Millar. And so you want Kick-Ass done, Spider-Man done Kick-Ass style.
Yep.
That would be interesting, especially if they make it as violent.
Where was the Wakandan military that an isolationist nation would need? That would be all those guys with the spears.
That shot laser blasts.
Blasts.
You know, I'm going to say this. I think, you know, well, it's the most technical, you know, okay, yeah, they had the shield and that was awesome. What else do you got? You got spears that shoot? What about like real armor? Why wasn't Shuri in Black Panther armor knowing that there might be an attack on that lab?
Hell, why weren't there drop-down laser turrets coming out of the ceiling in that lab?
You know, if it's the most scientifically but the one thing that we should have seen a Shuri Black Panther because
it happened in the comics.
Yeah, and if she knows there's going to be that kind of danger, at least she could have had those wrist blasters she had at the end of the Black Panther movie.
Can we get Chef Jack's opinions? Let's down. Okay, yeah, I will answer specific questions. So if you have them,
by all means, if you have a question, okay. So he's saying letdowns. What was a letdown of Marvel Infinity War for you?
A letdown for Marvel Infinity War that they didn't uncap Adam Warlock. That Thanos's motivations were ridiculous.
I thought they were better in the movie than they were in the book.
Well, the thing is, you know, not enough resources. People are starving. People are dying. You know, and he's got the Reality Stone. Boom, more resources.
Yeah, that kind of thing did. You know, once you can basically do anything you want, that was a little bit weird. But what? How about surprise? What was it that surprised you about the movie? Like, was there something you're like, oh yeah, you know?
What surprised me? I didn't have as much of a problem with the introduction of the Iron Spider suit as I thought I would. I thought it was used very effectively. Whereas in Civil War, the comics, that is, I thought it was a gimmick. What else surprised me? I liked the Peter Quill plan. I especially like the fact that it almost worked. And I know there are people out there now, of course, they're all non-comics fans, that the people are like, oh my God, you know, Star-Lord screwed it all up. No, that is the appropriate reaction from him. That's what that's how he would react. I thought that was great. I wasn't greatly disappointed by anything. It was just small things. You know, tiny things. I was like, oh, okay, they went that way instead of this other way. Yeah. I wanted Doctor Strange to be much more effective against what's his name, Telekinetic Boy. You know, I mean, here he is. He's kicking ass against Thanos directly. Why was he having so much problem with the Mook? You know?
Yeah. I wondered why he didn't, you know, because you see him chopping off arms and body parts. So why didn't he just chop off Thanos's arm with one of those send it to New York being things?
Sure, yeah.
They'd be like, hey, Captain, got you an Infinity Gauntlet. Here you go. Why don't you take that? We trust you with it. You know,
let's face it. how's this for a solution? Doctor Strange opens up a portal, and suddenly you got Thanos standing next to Dormammu going, the hell just happened?
Yeah, do you really want to give all the Infinity Stones to Dormammu, though? That would be the problem. But yeah, just sending his arm somewhere to get the cuff off, the gauntlet off, that would be a lot better. Yeah, and I got to admit, though, I did not think about that until I've watched it like 4 or 5 times now, most of them legal. But it did turn into a bit of, once you watch it that many times.
For any law enforcement agencies, that wasn't a confession.
But the thing is, once you watch it that many times, you can start nitpicking. And that was something I thought of. You're sending everybody around, and like the big guy's arm got cut off, the whole 9 yards. Like, why didn't y'all just slice?
Yeah.
Here's Thanos' arm. Now he's not a problem. Let's beat the shit out of him while he's bleeding out.
Are you disappointed that Captain Marvel is apparently going to save the day in the next movie? I'm going to withhold judgment on that.
The only thing I would have to say is it's just like the Adam Warlock thing that I said earlier. If Captain Marvel and or Adam Warlock save the day, then it's unearned.
Yeah, no, I will agree with you on that.
I like the fact that all that's left now are the original Avengers, because they are the ones that have been around longest. They are the ones that have earned the win.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would prefer to see that.
Let's see.
Oh, Mr. Core says he met the creator of G.I. Joe. That's awesome. Because it sets up Thanos. He's in Russo brothers killed it with Infinity War, seamless editing and cinematography. It was a beautiful film.
What? Hold on, Mata Nui. You say that you thought the Purple Man was goofy?
Oh, really? No, I did not either.
Oh,
you're talking about Jessica Jones,
dude. Yeah.
Say what you want about the second season, but that first season,
David Tennant was amazing as the Purple Man.
The second season of Jessica Jones is my second favorite season of Netflix Marvel. The first being Daredevil season 1, then Jessica Jones, then Daredevil season 2. And the worst is actually Jessica Jones season 2. I like Iron Fist better than I do that. So
yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah. Boom. Death chose Frank Castle over DP and Thanos.
Do you think they will stick with Nebula saving the day? That would be an interesting twist, wouldn't it?
It would be nice. I like that because it would let the others do the sacrificing, and we would still have somebody, and it would be a personal ending as well. So yeah, I could see that. Do you
have I been reading the Thrawn comic? I will be utterly honest. Since December, since December, I've read exactly 2 comics. Action Comics number 1000 and Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps number 42. That's it.
Let's see. And I have only been reading it sporadically.
I'd love to read a Thrawn comic, but I haven't been reading very many comic books at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Anyone get the Doctor Who free comic? I am not interested in Doctor Who, so I know I didn't. Jack didn't go, so he didn't. Matt Hayes again. Thank you, sir. Wow. Infinity War's worldwide success proves even more of the folly of SJW Marvel Comics. Thoughts? It shows you that people like the original, and they like what the original's acting like they stand for what the originals stand for. Peter Parker should always be about responsibility. Tony Stark always about redemption. Captain America is always about individual freedom. That's what you see in the movies. You really do. And I think it really does capture America, or the moviegoers' minds and hearts to be a little cheesy about it, because it's simple and very entertaining. Hey, there you go, true believers. Hope you enjoyed that bit of the live segment. I know it was a longer segment. I don't know how long the other ones are going to be. It ended up being a 4.5-hour marathon, and I kind of enjoyed it because we hadn't done that in quite a while. It ended up being entertaining, and in the next one, John Mallon showed up to talk about his time with Bill Loeb. So stay tuned for that as well. Also, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, hit notifications, and if you don't mind helping out the channel, go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. The link is in the description below. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.